We are honored today that Mrs. Patty Penny has agreed to be our speaker. Patty Penny is a 40-year veteran of the human resource profession. Her strong desire to help people succeed in their work led her to found Penmac Personnel Services in January of 1988. From one small office in Springfield, Missouri, Penmac has expanded into more than 27 offices and on-site locations in 7 states, providing employment, education, and training opportunities for more than 25,000 associates annually. During her lifetime, Penny has frequently been recognized for her leadership and personal commitment to providing workforce opportunities locally and nationally. In 2009, Penny was awarded an honorary doctorate of public affairs from Missouri State University. In addition, Penmac was ranked number 3 in women-owned business in Missouri and ranked 53 nationwide by diversitybusiness.com. Other awards she received in 2009 include the Gift of Time Award from the City of Springfield and the Lifetime Achievement in Business by the Springfield Business Journal. While working to promote the growth of Penmac, Penny has been active in many community organizations. She is past chair of the Missouri Training and Employment Council, past president of Springfield R12 Board of Education, and the Region 10 Missouri School Boards Association. She currently is a member of the St. John's Regional Medical Center's Board of Directors and was appointed by the Missouri Senate to serve on the Missouri State Unemployment Council. Throughout the growth of Penmac, Penny's philosophy has remained the same: to help people have a better life through securing work that is enjoyable. She is particularly devoted to improving opportunities for education and employment in rural communities. Upon the conclusion of her remarks, candidates for the bachelor's degrees will be presented by Dr. Craig Klein, Dean of Academic Affairs. Dr. Nitzel will confer the bachelor's degrees. It is understood, of course, that no candidate graduates officially until all grades are recorded and the final examinations of the student's record is made. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming your graduation speaker, Ms. Penny Penmac.
Well, I am so honored to be here with you today, and I am in awe of your accomplishment. I never graduated from college. However, last year, Missouri State University conferred on me an honorary doctorate of public affairs. I have never been so humbled. 1 year ago, all the economic news was doom and gloom. Now, happy days are here again, at least for the staffing industry, which is my business. I even saw Newsweek boldly proclaiming, "America is back." Change, in my opinion, is a necessity. I am an optimist. I believe necessity is the mother of invention. Those who are willing to adapt can prosper, not in spite of trying times, but because of them. I believe this because my family and myself have lived through trying times. My story begins in 1941 in a small farming community east of Springfield. My mother was a single parent. Following the Great Depression, my grandfather's bank, which financially supported our family, was closed. Overnight, my family had gone from prosperity to poverty. Out of necessity, my mother did what she had to do and opened a beauty shop to make ends meet. The timing of this decision was critical to its success. For the first time in their lives, women had their own money. Why? Because World War II was raging. Area families had military checks coming in, plus a paycheck from the local canning factory. Women had the income to have their hair and nails done. My mother's shop was very successful because she worked hard and she used societal change to her advantage. She was willing to adapt, so she prospered, not in spite of trying times, but because of them. While my mother worked in the beauty shop, I roamed the town, visiting the storekeepers and the elderly. But when I was 9, my world of town living came to an end when I went to live with my grandparents on a small dairy farm. The solitude was almost unbearable. The library became my second home. I utilized the educational resources that surrounded me to read and learn vicariously from the perspectives of others. A commitment to lifelong learning began at a young age and has served me well. I was willing to adapt, so I prospered, not in spite of trying times, but because of them. One book that inspired me and influenced my thinking was Gone with the Wind. Scarlett O'Hara was my heroine. Her way of life was disintegrating, but she refused to be destroyed, like her city was destroyed. Her defining moment was when she vowed, "As God is my witness, I will never be hungry again." She seized the opportunity to do something that was unthinkable for a Southern woman. She started a business, selling lumber to rebuild Atlanta. Scarlett was willing to adapt, so she prospered, not in spite of trying times, but because of them. At 17, I finished high school and went to Springfield to attend business school. I had a sleeping room with a hot plate and the use of a refrigerator thanks to my landlady. I had little money and I was too independent to ask for help. To support myself while I learned to live life on my own, I found a job waitressing in the evening. My tips gave me spending money, and the diner provided my evening meal. As I took classes to become a secretary, I soon found it was not my calling. Try as I did, I could never type more than 40 words a minute. In the spring of 1959, I enrolled at SMS, now known as Missouri State University, and aren't we proud of that? I enjoyed my classes. I was working as a part-time receptionist at a real estate office, but I was still struggling financially. A lady in my rooming house worked at Lily Tulip Cup, told me she could get me a job that I thought would make me wealthy. An opportunity to earn $40 a week sounded so enticing that I quit college and went to work full-time. It was at Lilly that I eventually worked in personnel and discovered my passion for human resource management. I knew it was the kind of work I wanted to do the rest of my life. I was willing to adapt, so I prospered, not in spite of trying times, but because of them. Employment was critical to my survival, and some of you may be wondering, how will I survive? How will I find a job? As I stated, our economy is improving. However, the job market remains incredibly competitive for professionals. You must set high expectations and goals for yourself, but when the opportunities you seek seem to be hiding, you must be willing to adapt and do what it will take to survive. When a job offer isn't what you expected, consider more than the paycheck or title. Ask yourself whether it could provide an opportunity for you to grow in the future. Before I opened my own business, I had very ordinary jobs. My first position at Lily Tulip Cup was in the traffic department. I landed in personnel 6 years later after someone recognized my potential. My next job was with St. John's Regional Health Center, and I was paid only $4 an hour to start. But in every position I held, I learned something about myself. I learned how to work. I also built many relationships that later helped me grow my business. It took time to discover my passion, but when I did, I had the skills and the discipline and the connections to succeed. In a conference room at Penmac, this saying is painted on a mural: "Honor lies in honest toil." It was the motto of Seymour High School's 1917 class. If you are wondering, or if you are working hard at honest, honorable labor, you will benefit. I have interviewed many people who want a management position immediately after graduation. But if you have no practical experience, it is very difficult to be a great manager. Experience and education are equally valuable to career growth. It may take many years for you to be an overnight success. Today's economy puts you in a unique position. Gerald Salente is an economic forecaster and the editor and publisher of the Trends Journal. I'm paraphrasing his words from the winter 2009 issue. He states, "Locked out of entry level, reality is forcing graduates like you to abandon the standard American assumption that a university degree is a ticket to a comfortable life on the career path. The world you are graduating into is one of downsized moms and dads, out of work aunts and uncles, family and older friends so discouraged that they've given up looking for work. Yet to many of you, forced exclusion from the corporate/business/bureaucratic treadmill could be a blessing in disguise. The closed doors have opened ways for you to make it on your own, through your own creativity.